play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They go play action here on 1st down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a play they're going to be proud of on defense because any 2nd and short situation, you anticipate the run and you want to make the play and stop them from getting a 1st down. But when you can force them to lose yardage and now put the odds in your favor on defense because now they're going to have to throw the ball, that's a play that you're going to be really, really excited about, and one that your defense coordinator now gets to roll the dice a little bit himself and create a big play.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McKinnon. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Toss play to McKinnon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Go ahead. 12.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards down to the 13.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Here's McKinnon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Third and 2, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, now Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action, Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And now out comes Houston. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Richmond. Down. Green the line. Tiger.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to be 49er football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And the backfield standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Black 22.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw is Watson. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
On 1st down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Black 22. Black 22. Come back.
Again, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he hurdled. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Tiger. Richmond.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Come back. Tiger. Come back.
Now Watson. Looking deep downfield. And that's It's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Going deep for Benjamin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Richmond.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Kohler brings it in over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Black 80! 180! Hey, gun!
They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And here comes the Texans now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Come back!
On first down, it's Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Down! Black 22! Black 22!
Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. That's caught left side by Bellamy. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Down! Green the line! Green the line!
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got Fuller. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 50, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. On the run. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. From the red zone now, Watson. one's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Set. Black 22. Black 22.
Watson off play action, rolling to his right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Tiger.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Black 99, feel it.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80. Come back.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they'll run it on the toss. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. It's Goodwin. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Garoppolo now. First down throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo now. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Watson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Flag 22! Flag 22! Come back, come back!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now McKinnon. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
21. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Good one, able to haul it in. And they work this out past the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, Watson being chased out left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it. From the 15-yard line, what are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Richmond.
Watson on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come back, come back.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Back 22.
Out of the gun, Watson flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for them now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 6.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Webster, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for San Francisco, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a loss that'll